Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and tonight we're going to talk about something that's environmental because it's zero greenhouse gases per mile, but it also is going to be a mode of transportation in the very near future, and it might do everybody good to go out and get a bike before the supply chain on bikes comes to an end too. Like the supply chain on a lot of things is becoming in short supply. So, today the headline is that oil is down below $100 a barrel, but really, for how long? The Middle East isn't taking the White House's phone calls. The White House is calling countries and they're not picking up. Yeah, that's never happened before in my life, and that's not good. And right now, the United States warns China against helping Russia. Okay, that's brilliant because uh, so much of what we get comes from China, and all they have to do is turn off the spigot. I mean, the United States already turned off its oil dependency spigot because we could be okay here, but we harmed ourselves with this newest White House occupation, and then we said no. Well, Russia, I think Russia's our biggest supplier now. Uh, you know what? We're not taking yours because you're not playing on the playground good. And okay, so we turn off our next biggest supplier. Then we call the Middle East, and they're not picking up their phone. Oh, okay. And then so we don't have enough going on just with the oil situation. And now we're saying, hey, China, why don't you turn off everything else? So, now is the time to get some things that might be needed, people, because supply chains are drying up and some things are going to be needed. And although we have become accustomed to just driving and driving and driving our cars, it might not be happening forever. People are just not going to be able to do this. People are, gas thieves are up. This was a news report about it. And it's not just people, siphoning out of gas tanks and now they're drilling holes in the bottom of gas tanks and draining the tanks. But this van here, yeah, it pulled up over right here where, the gas trucks load the gas into the underground tank so that you can pump it out. And this gas station lost 360 gallons a day for 3 days because this car here, this van, which they say is equipped so that, the floor opens up on the inside, and they're pulling up over that gas tank and siphoning out 360 gallons a day. They did it for 3 days. This news report said on the fourth day, the owner chased the car away. But that's how the situation is becoming. Okay, and that's I pulled into a gas station today in Montana, and we're only just getting $3.99 was the lowest. The highest was, I don't know, 4.27. I don't know, but I told the people behind the counter about this theft here, and they said that their gas station, they're a chain, and they're getting locks for the top of all of their gas tank caps so that people can't pull over it and steal it. They too, like however this guy is locking this up now. Yeah, in Montana they are too, and I'm not exactly sure where this is, but okay, sure, sure, people who have 30-gallon tanks. Okay, that's okay. You have fun paying that gas bill, and guess what? Americans can't afford it, and things are going to get crazy out there. And yet, Americans are still going to need transportation. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to be able to drive an hour to work every day, but there's plenty of places you can get around and get around on a bike, a skateboard. You know, I've seen people where they have their dog on their leash and their dog is running in front of them and they're on their skateboard being pulled. You don't even have to power yourself on your skateboard sometimes. But the supply chain is going to be drying up for a lot of things, people, and you are going to need transportation. And they got accessories. This other one here, bike accessories, bags and racks. They have those like kitty bags and those kitty carts and then little trailers somewhere in here. It said, oh, trailers right here. Yep. And that might be how you get things home or how you get the neighbors or how you get somewhere. But it is kind of important right now that people think about what they're going to need for an alternative. And if the supply chain's drying up, you might want to get on that because things aren't stable out there and things could go south very, very fast. And they can go north of this very fast too. Yeah, I'm not sure we've seen the high end of gas prices yet, and gas is already unaffordable. So, I mean, when we are having the brazen thefts that we have for gas right now, and even this article said that, even just driving a car because of them drilling the bottom of your gas tank, and that is an expensive fix for you, the person that had your couple $100 worth of gas taken. Now you're out of car, and the supply chain for even car parts is becoming strained. And where are we going to get all these gas tanks? So this article said if you have to park out in public, park in a well-lit area and try to, get your car into a garage. It's getting scary out there, people, and we definitely have to think about how we're going to be getting around. Bikes are not just for going out and spending a day riding around the mountain for some enjoyment, but people go, I'll get a horse, and I'm like, oh, okay. And how are you going to feed that horse? People, a lot of supply chains are drying up, and food is too, and animal food is too. So, yeah, your horse isn't doing much if you can't feed it. So just start thinking outside the box, people, and but bikes can be pricey. You can get one that's reasonable, especially when you're now, have a different equation when you're factoring in gas prices of this much. So it makes bikes look like a really viable form of transportation. Yeah, skateboards too. They will get you around. Boaters, they get off their boat and they get on their board and go into town, and that town can be miles away, and they'll put their groceries in a backpack on their back and ride their skateboard back to their boat. So this is reality right now, people, and that reality doesn't go well in a lot of most American homes, and it is going to be devastating. So before you are completely out of options, this is a viable one right now. So think about it, act on it. Get a community bike between a couple of homes. I don't know. Things are about to change dramatically, and you are going to want a form of transportation. So stay tuned, people.